Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star right here. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, yeah, Under the Lights.
Yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your host. I'm Big Mike, and that's my guy, Jordan. What's up, boy?
Chilling, baby. Talk to me. What's good?
And it's another day, dog. You know, we got Game 4, Boston, New York. You know what I'm saying? We got Game 4, Minnesota and your Warriors tonight. You know what I mean? I know you still a little under the weather about that series because Steph ain't playing and shit. You know what I mean? But shit, it is what it is. We'll see if they go out there and get, you know what I mean, Game 4. We'll have a talk about that a little bit, you know what I mean? So, you know, just want to holler at y'all, the people today, you understand me? So, for the viewers right now, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Damn, my hand's ashy. So you can be up to date with all things Under the Lights, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, y'all know we don't want to waste no time, so we can go ahead and jump right into the shit. You feel what I'm saying? But listen, so the big news in the NBA today, man, you know what I mean, is that, you know, big-time superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo is open to exploring options that fit elsewhere other than the Milwaukee Bucks. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time in his career that he's even explored these options. You know what I'm saying? He's been there 12 years. He's 30 years old right now. Came there as a young pup, 18, 19 years old. You know what I mean, out of Greece, and been giving it his all, working hard every night, brought a championship in 2021. He's an MVP. He's a defensive player of the year. He's brought a lot of light, you know what I mean, to the small market team in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? So, but you remember just a couple years ago, he was basically saying like, yo, like, if y'all don't build this team, we can go to a championship and get another one. I'm not signing no extension. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So, where do you see him landing, man? Like, I know where you want him to go. I know where you want him to go. You know what I mean? You want him out there in the Bay with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But where do you see him landing? You want me to go? You can go first. Want me to go? Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and look, you want him in the Bay, I know for sure. You know what I mean? But what Giannis stated is that he wants to win for the foreseeable future. You feel what I'm saying? That's what he wants. Giannis is 30. He's 30 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying? Steph is 37. He'll be 38 next year. Draymond is 35. He'll be 36 this. So he might not look that way. I don't think he's going to look that way. He might not. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? But just a couple weeks ago, I seen some on Instagram, and there was some with Giannis, pairing up with my boy Wemby, VP out there in San Antonio. I think I sent it to you, in the chat. I know I sent it to Twan though, and I was just thinking like, man, that shit right there would be crazy. 2 7-footers. Well, hell, Wemby about damn near 8 feet tall. You feel what I'm saying? But you know the board's is gonna be secure. You got De'Aaron Fox. You know what I mean? You still got a Chris Paul. Obviously, he's older in age. You know what I mean? But shit, he can come off the bench and get some work if need be. Since De'Aaron Fox is much younger and can do what he can facilitate, rebound, facilitate, and he can score as well. You know what I mean? He can pass the ball, do what he need to do to get boys assists out there. You know what I mean? So I was looking at that like, man, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy, I think. You know what I'm saying? They got a little draft capital. You know what I mean? I don't know if you remember that rookie of the year, Stefan, Castle. Now, I don't know who you going if you got to give him up, yeah, but maybe they don't have to, bro. Maybe they don't have to, but I think not Portland, but San Antonio would be a good spot. You know what I mean? You know, they got people out there saying, Kevin Durant should go to Houston. Well, maybe Giannis would look out there and go to Houston. You know what I'm saying? But then again, maybe not. But for me, I see him going to a team somewhere like the Spurs, bro, because it just makes sense. We can sit up here and say, the Warriors, but you're going to have to give up a lot of shit. You can sit up here and say, OKC. You know what I mean? What?
I mean, they're gonna have to do that for the Spurs too, no?
But the Spurs, they got more leverage to play with. They got draft capital, and they can give away their young guy. They got draft picks too. You look at OKC, you know what I mean? Maybe he might want to go out there with Shea. I can see that. I can see that, but then again, you're gonna let go. You're gonna let go of some guys, and they got picks too. So Jalen Williams, he's gone. I'm telling you right now, he would be gone if he was to go. You know what I'm saying? Chet might be gone too. This is Giannis we talking about here. What?
So if you're saying all this stuff about OKC, then that would be the same thing for Oklahoma, for San Antonio. You can't say they will be giving up Jalen Brown to Chet Holmgren. That means San Antonio Spurs would give up. They're gonna have to give up fucking their best shit as
The,
well.
their best shit is Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox, and they ain't going nowhere. They might
But
get
you
rid
see
of
how
Steph.
you say De'Aaron Fox ain't going nowhere? I
Yeah,
would say the same thing for Jalen Williams, for
but
fucking.
Jalen Williams ain't De'Aaron Fox.
It's not about that, bro. You keep
I,
saying
look. I tell you this: if he was to want to go to San Antonio and they wanted De'Aaron Fox, I don't think they're giving that up. You know what I mean? I don't think they're giving that up. I just don't think so. But I can see him in San Antonio. Real talk. I can see him in San Antonio. I can see him in OKC. You know what I'm saying? And like those two places. I don't see him with. I seen some with the Lakers. I don't see him in LA. He's not. If he was to go to LA, I mean, him and Luka and LeBron, I don't know, you know what I mean? But we're talking about for the foreseeable future. Maybe he don't want to work with Luka. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So Giannis is a hard worker, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you know the stuff that's surrounding Luka, you know, like the in shape, the conditioning, all of that type of shit. He might not want to be around no shit like that. LeBron, this is 40-year-old LeBron. This is not 30-year-old LeBron. You know what I mean? Going on 41. You feel what I'm saying? So he might not want to go out there to the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Like I see him on only a couple places, like OKC or San Antonio. I don't see Warriors. I don't see as much as I would like to say, oh, come to the Sixers. You know what I mean? We got draft capital. You can have Paul George and da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him out there with that because of Joel Embiid's injury history. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just being realistic. I would love Giannis, but what are you going to do if Joel Embiid ain't there? For what? You can show me carrying the whole organization again, bro. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't see him there, but I think the best spots for him would be like OKC or San Antonio, if you ask me. Nowhere in the East for sure. Not New York, because not New York. They don't have no picks, hardly. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not Boston. You know what I mean? So I think OKC and San Antonio makes the best sense if you ask me.
Yeah. This is a tough decision. I mean, honestly, but the teams that I would say the teams that I think are going to go for him.
All 30 teams going for him.
Yeah, but realistically, the teams that are I would say be probably a New York, um, especially the big market teams. So you got New York,
Give
you
up
got
OG.
LA.
Give up OG.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You're gonna give up, two of your wings, not one, two of them up.
Who you think else going, Mikal?
Yeah, as long as you still have Brunson, you know what I'm saying, and you can pair him with Giannis, and then even keep it Towns, you know what I'm saying, you're in
Yeah.
a good situation.
Would you?
So I would say, I would honestly say New York is a big one for me, who would probably go for him. Um, and OKC is always in the hunt because they have so much draft picks and they got so many players where
Yeah.
making one leave, I think won't hurt as much. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it be a Chet, whether it be a Jalen Williams, if that were to be the case, I think obviously Giannis is better than both of them niggas. So it's like if you were to give up a lot of draft capital plus, one of those players, I think that'd be
Yeah.
a good thing,
What?
for Milwaukee.
Yeah, one of them gone for sure.
Yeah. So it would be a situation where I would think it maybe be a New York or an OKC. You know what I'm saying? I think Houston has a chance. So if it would be up for me, I think New York would be number one. You know what I'm saying? And then you have OKC. I would think if he wants to win now and for the foreseeable future,
Yeah.
OKC is probably the best bet for me.
Yeah.
And he probably wants to try and win like now. You know what I'm saying? And it probably like it'd be almost damn near be a for sure. I mean, you go over to Golden State, yeah, you could. You know what I'm saying? But it's like Steph's already 37. You know what I'm saying? You have a few
Yeah.
more years left. Um, you have Jimmy, 36, 35. Yeah, same thing with Draymond.
Mhm.
So you'd probably be in contention to win in the next few years, but then let's say the next 5 years, it wouldn't be the case. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, those are my two teams, just to make it real quick and simple. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really have anybody else out there.
Yeah, me either, bro. I think the ones we name, I think they just make sense. You know what I'm saying? I just think they make the most sense. You know what I mean? It's not a whole
His
bunch.
partner's from the Bay as well. I think she's from that side, so
Oh, okay.
you know.
Yeah. So man, hey, listen, we shall see. This is the like the what you call like the Giannis sweepstakes or some shit. This summer is gonna be all about Giannis. You know what I mean? What he gonna do? You know what I mean? Like what Giannis gonna do? This the biggest. You know, he ain't a free agent, obviously. You know what I mean? But still, it's the biggest dude that's out that's up for exploring options. All 30 teams gonna try to see what they can do. I mean, if you a smart franchise, you would. I don't give a fuck if you don't have no capital. You trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Moving on, dog. Let's transition to the NFL real quick. Listen, man. My Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl champions. We will be hosting. You know what I mean? The Dallas Cowboys on opening night, Thursday night on September 4th. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa. If you had a problem with this, you should have said something when you got the motherfucking questions. If you want input on these questions, then you hit me up and say, yo, bro, let's ask these questions. If you ain't doing that, shut the hell up and just listen. So listen, what are your thoughts on the Philadelphia Eagles hosting the Dallas Cowboys on ring night in Philadelphia? Listen, Jordan. Motherfuckers just like, bro, you like this shit? You like this? Do you like you ready for this, ain't you, bro? And I said yes and no. Yes and no, Jordan. You gotta understand, bro. We used to seeing the Dallas Cowboys like week 8, week 7, some shit like that. You know, after the bye week, then we come back, boom, we got the Cowboys. That's how it always is. You know what I mean? So it's like yes and no. No, because I like the build up. Because the Cowboys be having this little weak ass schedule all the time, and they be coming in when they see us, they 5-2. You know, they might be 6-1. And you by that, but and they started the season 3-0 or 4-0, right? And then by that time, the third week is, you know what it is, Jordan. Oh, Super Bowl. That was how it is for the Cowboys all the fucking time. So I love the build up. And so when we see them and we tap that ass, all that shit going down the drain. You feel me? The morale of, because losing to us is different from losing to somebody else. Just like us losing to the Cowboys, it's different from us losing to somebody else because it's a rivalry. We don't fuck with them, they don't fuck with us. So I like the build up. So no, I didn't like it for that reason. But yes, I did love it for this reason because guess what? That's banner night. We get them shiny things that night. And the Dallas Cowboys, the rivalry team, that don't like us and we don't like them, they got to watch us celebrate that night and watch us get them big, shiny, diamond out Super Bowl 59 championship rings while they're watching, whether they out there or whether they in the fucking locker room. Oh, nigga, they watching. They watching. You feel me? And then knowing who my quarterback is, we gonna be so locked in. My quarterback and the whole team. The whole team is locked in. And we on a quest for number 2. And to go out there and beat that ass on opening night while hoisting the Super Bowl 59 championship banner when my team and my Super Bowl MVP winning quarterback get that championship ring on their finger and that nice case that they gonna have and shit. Win a W, that makes it good too. So shit, my thoughts is good. It's good. It's 50-50. I like it, but then I don't. You know what? 51% I like it, 49% I don't. Because I don't know if this is going to feel better or would it feel better if they was talking Super Bowl hopes and shit, where they was 5-1 or some shit, you know what I mean? And then we come in and beat that ass and then they crying and shit again. So I'm good with it. I just wanted to ask you. I just had to pose the question because this question was asked to me earlier this morning. You know what I mean? So what do you think about this? Because some people say, no, you like to build up. What do you think, Jordan?
This really doesn't mean shit, bro. I mean, it's a rivalry game. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. I honestly, I think this is like what, like, who cares?
Oh, see. If it was the Ravens involved, you know what I mean, you wouldn't be saying this shit. Since they haven't got a ring, they ain't playing on opening Thursday night. You know what I mean? It's cool.
I mean, it's hype for y'all. Y'all getting the ring and open night. You got to play a local rivalry team. You know what I'm saying? Go bust their ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. It's not like anything crazy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't think. Yeah, like I don't see like why would the person want to ask this question? Like why is this such a
Mhm. But it's
you know what I mean?
conversation. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
It's
listen. Let me tell you
conversation.
something. Let me tell you
I
something.
mean,
You
I would
won. You've won. You don't need to do this. This is you being a dick. You feel me? Like
rather.
that's all this is. That's all this is. This is you being a big ass dick, nigga. You know what I mean?
Listen, no, it's not,
You
man.
remember when we was in college and niggas would come near you, you'd be like, hey, hold on, let me pick up my log, man. That's you, bro. Being a big ass dick, nigga.
Yo, listen, it's not though, man. You know, I would rather have the Detroit Lions, you know what I mean, on opening night. You know what I'm saying? But shit, it is what it is, man. This was a quick little topic. That's all it was. Listen, back to the NBA. Boy, did you see the fucking Pacers blow out the Cavs 129 to 109 and had
Yes.
them boys down 40 in the first half? Did you see that
Mm,
shit? Man,
yes.
listen, are you more shocked by the Pacers' dominance or Cleveland's collapse? Talk to me, dog.
Honestly, it's a combination of both because like Cleveland's collapse was crazy. You know what I mean? And the Pacers was making shots, man. They was making shots.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Cleveland just looked out of sorts, man. Like a fucking I don't know, like they got hit, from heavyweight boxer gave him a good hit. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Oh shit, look, that's that power. You know what I'm saying? And now they got to change up they got to change they got to change up what they're doing in the fight now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what it looked like. You know what I mean? Bro, the Pacers went off, bro,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a bit disappointing that it didn't really matter that Donovan Mitchell didn't finish because the game was over.
It was
Let's be
over.
very clear.
Over.
Yeah, the game was over. But it's a combination of both. Like I think because the Cavs won the previous game and how they won it, a lot of people were thinking maybe that they would come out and give some type of fight and maybe win that game.
Yeah.
But the Pacers came out swinging. Um, the Pacers, like they shot. I know you probably have the numbers too, right? About how they shot,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Yeah, they shot 43% from three.
Yeah.
Um, they had about four players. What is it? No, is it three players? Give you 20.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They had about one, two, three, four, five, six, seven players with over 10 points. You,
Mm-hmm.
you understand what I'm saying? Like they were just flat out balling, bro. You know
Right.
what I mean? And it's not that crazy. Like Cleveland shot 40% from, but it's just 22 turnovers for Cleveland. Too many turnovers, man. It's too many
Yeah.
turnovers, man. You know what I mean? It just the Jared Allen and Evan Mobley didn't give you anything in that
No.
game. Didn't give you anything. You know what I mean? Miles Turner was playing like Steph Curry. You know, um, right, 4 for 4 from
It's
three.
4-4. Yeah.
So it just like it wasn't. I always have Cleveland. I think Darius Garland is good. Don't get me wrong, huh? And
Mm-hmm.
don't think I'm going to say something crazy, but when you don't have Darius Garland, I think you're a bit of a better defensive team.
Okay.
Right? When you have Darius Garland out there, of course he gives you playmaking and he gives you other things, but on the defensive side of the ball, the Pacers are a big, strong team, so they can target him in a lot of multiple ways, and that can kind of maybe, you know, put your defense in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
especially, Evan Mobley is such a versatile, big. You know what I'm saying? He's helping a lot, but then it's a bit different when you help it and you have Siakam who could maybe knock down a shot. You have, Miles Turner with Jared Allen is helping that he could knock down a shot. You know what I'm saying? And the Pacers play fast, bro. The Pacers just go out there and they go. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So it was a bit difficult for Cleveland Cavaliers. They just got bullied and punked, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, that Cleveland's been a team like this where we've always said this, even from the beginning, even though when they was winning,
Yep.
we said this throughout the whole entire motherfucking year that we
Yep.
don't believe in Cleveland. It
Nope.
don't matter. They ain't going to the finals. They
Nope.
ain't doing none of that. It's the same thing damn near like the Knicks. Like, yeah, the Knicks are good, but at the end of the day, the Knicks will fuck shit up. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
it's like Cleveland was the same situation like a Houston. You have to show me first. You know what I'm saying? And the reason OKC, even OKC, like we still have our doubts with OKC because they haven't really, they haven't shown that they can get it done yet. You know
right.
what I'm saying? It's just because they're just playing such dominant ball, and you have a player like SGA that's playing at an MVP level that
Hmm.
you think, okay, if Jalen Williams can make that jump that everyone thinks he can, then they might be in a good situation. And they have a great defense, similar to a Cleveland. Let's be honest, because it's like they both were most dominant teams, but both didn't have that, oh, we believe in you type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that they're in the same boat, and now they ended, and now it's over, bro. It's
Yeah,
done. They're
yeah,
losing next game.
yeah.
It's done.
I mean, listen, I think it's a combination of combination of both. But look, like we said, I mean, I'm shocked about I wasn't expecting 41-point blowout in the first motherfucking half. So if anything, I'm shocked about, you know what I mean, is that, you know what I mean? It's a combination of both. Because look at how Cleveland played in game one, right? I mean game two, right? Donovan Mitchell went out for 48. You know what I'm saying? But they got gamed by Tyrese Halliburton, so they blew the lead. You know what I mean? And we know, listen, these days in basketball, 20-point leads, dog, really ain't shit. With the way niggas can shoot the basketball, if this was, the 90s or some shit like that, yeah, you already know majority of the time it's fucking over. You know what I mean? Because y'all ain't got the shooting like that, whatever, the 3-point shot making ability type shit like that. But 20 points is still, I mean, it's a lot, but it's not a lot. You know what I mean? But for a team like the Cavs is supposed to be who won 64 games, I am surprised by, you know what I mean, the collapse. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I wasn't expecting the Pacers to come out game one and fire away like that. I wasn't expecting them in game four to be 41-point halftime. So yes, a little bit of both. But like you said, we don't believe in Cleveland. The Pacers are a physical team. They're gonna play defense. You know what I'm saying? And Rick Carlisle, like I always say, he is a master of defense. That's what he preaches. That's what he preaches. He come up with game plans and boom, they go out there, execute a job, whether he in Dallas or whether he with the Pacers, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like they got him playing full court pressure defense to change up the pace of the game, all of that shit. And listen, even yesterday, I mean, the open shots Cleveland wasn't making. You wasn't making contested shots or opening shots. This game was doomed from the beginning. You know what I mean? When Tyrese Halliburton made the first bucket, I just felt something different. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's a little bit of both for me. Shocked that the Pacers' dominance and Cleveland. I think more so Cleveland's collapse, though, because you ain't expecting a team that wins 64 games. Even though we don't believe in them, you ain't expecting them to be losing like this, and getting blown out. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit of both, but I think more so the collapse of Cleveland for sure.
Yeah, but we didn't believe in Cleveland from the beginning. I don't think no one really believed in Cleveland until they had to show niggas, man.
Yeah,
You know
I mean, I didn't pick the Pacers to lose this series. If Cleveland would have played the Knicks, I'd have said Knicks. If Pacers, I know I chose Pacers to win this series. If they would have chose, if Cleveland would have played, obviously Boston going home. You know what I'm saying? If they'd have played the motherfucking Milwaukee Bucks, you know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe Cleveland would have won, but shit, Milwaukee gonna go out there and fight. They're gonna go out there and fight, nigga, and they could probably go out there, hit Cleveland in the mouth and make it a more exciting series than this. You know what I'm saying? So I get Darius Garland wasn't out there and shit, but bro, I mean, he was out there yesterday. He ain't moving the same, but bro, I think they still get their ass whooped, whether he was out there healthy or not. I'm sorry, that's just me. I could be, we won't know, but I think they still get their ass whooped. So
yeah,
it is what it is. It's gonna be a Cleveland, and whoever wins, you know.
So my thing for you, my question for you is, where you see Donovan Mitchell as, right?
Yeah, you know
I
what?
see a lot of people thinking, Donovan Mitchell, like he hasn't really got out of that second round in some time now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And he's in a good situation over there. And again,
me and Mel was talking.
It's not going for
me and Mel was talking. And I'm telling you right now, I never really Donovan Mitchell's never been out the second round in his 8-year career, right? Now, obviously, this is the best team that he's had. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he was hurt last year in the playoffs. Cool. Came this year. He hurt himself yesterday, but it didn't matter. You know what I mean? And maybe that's from the amount of minutes he played when he had 48. I don't know, or what he's been asked to do. I don't know. Maybe so, bro. But I never looked at Donovan Mitchell as a real deal superstar, man. That's just me, bro. And you can I don't want to argue with nobody or nothing. I think he more so like, you know what I mean, a lesser tier James Harden. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, that's what me and Mel was talking about. Because James Harden, and I say lesser tier James Harden because obviously James Harden is, well, because he's won MVP, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. And Donovan Mitchell has it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at Donovan Mitchell as this big time superstar guy. I think he's really good, but like superstar, like one of them guys, nah, bro. I just never thought that. That's me. You know what I mean? Somebody might disagree. That's cool. It's not even a debate for me. You know what I mean? So if you think he is a superstar, shit, all right, cool. Then this looks worse on him. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think he that guy like that. I think I don't. So,
Yeah. The thing is with Donovan, he's low key a playoff performer. I would say a low key playoff performer. Like he is a playoff performer. Like he you know in the Utah days, he was like, when it came in the playoffs, like he was getting it. He was getting money. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Like, and James Harden, they say, that he gets in the playoffs and he gets worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't want to totally, put a James Harden tag on him. I think when you look at a James Harden, I think they talk about James Harden being an underperformer in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Especially in game sevens, and we know the James Harden,
Yep.
rhetoric that he gets. But Donovan Mitchell, I think, obviously his team isn't, getting over the hump, but him as a performer, I feel that he outperforms, you know what I'm saying, his regular season, which I think you kind of have to give him some type of credit for that one. You know what I'm saying? Because he can be a player that's getting out the first round. He's playing lesser of a player that he is, but he doesn't really do that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. So I wouldn't really say a James Harden. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I wouldn't really say a James Harden. Yeah.
All right. So, man, moving on, dog. Man, OKC and Denver. You know what I'm saying? They went ahead and tied the series up at 2 games apiece. Listen, remember we had this conversation the other day before the series started. Would the 7-game series from the Nuggets and the Clippers, as physical as it was, would it have an effect on Denver? And I said, yeah. And remember, I said OKC in 6. I had to pry you. You thought Jokic and them. You didn't believe in SGA. I had to beg you.
I said OKC.
No. Wait. Whoa. You did, but I had to beg you and pry you off the Denver Nuggets wall. You know what I'm saying? I had to take my motherfucking hammer and get you up off that motherfucker and tell you that Shane and them gonna get it done. And I said OKC in 6. And then you said OKC in 7. You know what I mean? I guess that's the safe bet. You know what I'm saying? Just in case it does go 7 games, they get the 7th game in their home, in their building. You know what I mean? But the way the series is tied at 2 now, do you think Denver is showing fatigue or is OKC just waking up?
I mean, I don't. I mean, you can answer this one first. I want to hear what you want to say about this one.
Look, I think it is showing. I think it is a little bit of fatigue. I think it is. You know what I mean? You look at when Jokic had 40, 22, 42, 22, and 5 that game. A great game, but that nigga was working hard. He been working hard this whole series. That's all, like they bringing 2 bodies at him. You know what I mean? And they supposed to making that man work for everything. You feel what I'm saying? Like Jokic is the shots Jokic normally be making, he missing. You know, I'm talking about at the rim too. I know they be contesting and shit too, but some stuff, bro, even the shots that like the little floaters and shit, he's missing. You know what I mean? He's short on shots. That could be your lower body. You know what I mean? Like I said, he been getting busy the whole time, bro. And Zubac made him work for everything. Every possession. When they interviewed Zubac was like, just try to make him work hard, make him work for everything. And he did that for 7 whole games. And Jokic is playing real deal minutes too. You know why? Who they back up? Who the backup? Who
DeAndre
is it?
Jordan.
Right. Man, we hardly ever see him. So Jokic is playing big minutes. He did that for 7. I seen DeAndre. I vividly remember seeing DeAndre Jordan, you know what I mean, twice last series. Maybe it was more than that, but it's not enough time out there. The Jokic minutes is needed too much. It's not enough time for him to go out there and get a real deal rest. So I think it is a little bit of fatigue, bro. Jokic do look tired, dude. I ain't giving him no excuse. Let's make that clear. Let's make that clear. But I'm just saying fatigue is playing a factor. And if you are fatigued, you're not going to be the player that you are. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it ain't OKC Awaken. I mean, they scored 92 points. That ain't no, if that's Awaken, you know what I mean, then okay. But they do better than that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's, you know what I'm saying, fatigue is really catching up to them. And because I don't think they just, you know, I know they had the one game when they, you know, they blew them out, you know what I'm saying, about 40 or whatever they had them, whatever the case may be. But other than that, it's 2-2. So if OKC was awake, you know what I mean, we'd be seeing that, you know, some different shit. But they won this game by they ain't score 100 points. So that's where I'm at with that.
Yeah, I don't think it's the OKC's Awaken. It's a 2-2 series still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think most of the games have been tight besides one.
Yeah.
It's a tight series. It's a tight series. It's a series that can go either way, in my opinion. Even though the Joker is struggling this series, I don't think it's a situation where I wouldn't say it's fatigue, in my opinion. I really wouldn't say it's fatigue. I just think that OKC is one of the best defensive teams in the league, and they
Yes,
have
they are.
bigs to kind of they throw bodies at him, bro. They
Hey,
throw
bro.
bodies and they collapse. They throw bodies at him. So it's not a situation where even against the Clippers, he killed. Even though it was a good series, like his numbers against the Clippers was crazy. Let's be very clear. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I mean? Yeah.
but the thing is, he had to work hard for 7 games, and now in these 4 games, he been working hard, nigga. You know what I mean? So it's gonna. I think it's caught up, bro. I think it's 3 more games minimum. You know what I mean? Let's see what he look like tomorrow night. Shit, let's see.
Yeah. So I mean, so for me, I think, you know, it's crazy, bro. I don't think it has nothing to do with fatigue, and I don't think OKC has Awakened. I just think this is a good balance, you know, situation where both teams kind of are equal, almost, in a way. You know what I'm saying? You have players that are playing out like better, like a Jamal Murray. You know what I'm saying? That's Aaron Gordon that's playing out of his mind. You feel what I'm saying? Even Westbrook shooting the ball from 3, and you know what I'm saying, like how he's playing. So I think it's a situation where Denver's playing as well as they can, you know, and OKC is also doing what I think most people thought that they would probably beat them a bit easier, but you know, I think it's a young team. This is what it is. This is what I think, and that's why I think that if my team is going to make it against OKC, that we could beat them. They're a young team. You know what I'm saying? They're the youngest team in the NBA, or second youngest team in the NBA, or something like this. So it's like they can be got. It's just putting them in a situation where they're in a situation where they unfamiliar territory. You know what I
Right.
mean? So yeah, I don't think it's either. To be
Okay.
honest with you, I just think it's a good ass series, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it is a game of runs. Like you said, besides that one crazy blowout, game's been tight. They've been tight. You know what I mean? They've been tight. Like you said, man, listen, when OKC throw bodies at you, it seemed like motherfuckers is just pouring them out of a fucking bucket. Like, and they just dumping them on you, dog. And then the thing, you know, when you bring more bodies, that leaves one guy or whatever, you know, 2 guys open. You know what I mean? So what does that mean? Rotating. And they getting out there, rotating. They young. We know this. They young. They athletic. They can move around. But them niggas is working hard, bro. Yeah, and they defend the top level defense that they had all year. Oh, it's still showing right in these playoffs still today. So if OKC were to, I think, you know what, like you said, if they were to meet y'all, let's just say they were to meet y'all, they're obviously they can score on anybody. You know what I mean? But those games are gonna be tight too, 92, 87, because both of y'all can get after it. You know what I mean? Defensively, especially since, you know, obviously the 82 game is not gonna put y'all maybe high. But Jimmy wasn't there for 82 games. But since Jimmy has been there, and y'all been up
We've
there.
been the best defensive team in the league.
That's what I'm saying. So if he was so I know the 82 game span is not gonna put y'all up there like that, but since Jimmy got there, y'all up there like that. So the game's gonna be the same way if y'all were to meet them. And man, it could go either way, for real, for real. All right, man. So moving on, man. Game 4 tonight, Madison Square Garden, 7:30 p.m. Boston Celtics versus the New York Knicks, man. What do the New York Knicks need to do to take this 3-1 series lead, man? Because you know they've been down 20 points each game of this series, and it looked good. Oh, they came back. You know what I'm saying? But we all know that's a recipe for disaster. You know what I'm saying? Boston came back, you know what I mean, in game 3 and tore it up, lit it up from 3. They was making their shots in there. It looked like Boston all over again, right? So you know, to for them to take a commanding 3-1 lead, what do you think the Knicks game, like the game plan, what do you think they need to do?
Number one is not go down 20.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
This series is a weird one because usually you can be like, oh, you know, don't first off, let's not get blown out, but like they're getting blown out and they're coming back in certain games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like the thing is with Boston is Boston's getting open looks, Boston getting good looks, and they were missing. That's what we spoke about that previously. They was missing. You know, if it's a tight game, the favor would probably go into the hands of New York Knicks because we know, you know, Jason Tatum and them, they weren't playing well in crunch time. They weren't playing well when the game was close. You know what I'm saying? So the Knicks need to not give up a big ass lead. I think the Knicks need to. The thing is, if it's a close game, I think I take the Knicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is a weird, you know, it's weird because like you feel what I'm saying. Why it's weird is because you would say, okay, if it's a close game, I'm probably gonna go with the Knicks. So all you gotta do is don't. But then you can also say, oh, if they're going down 20, they can come back from 20. They showed that if they're coming back from 25 down.
Doomsday.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what it's a weird one, bro. It really is a weird one. Like it's like, make it a close game. If it's a close game, you don't want Boston to go and the thing is, I can't even say that because if Boston's blowing you out, they've shown that they can come back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you know what I'm saying? You don't want Boston to go up because they're getting open shots and probably those are gonna knock down some. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they take a big lead like they did in the previous game, right? They take a big lead and then they were able to continue and keep that. You know what I'm saying? So every time you're not going to be able to just come back from 20. You know what I mean? You're not going to be able to come back from 20, 25 down against a good ass team like Boston. You're not just going to continue to miss shots and miss shots and miss shots and miss open shots, right? So they I would suggest like you can't just continuously be down 20 all the time. You cannot. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the game close. Keep the game close. You have a chance. You have a chance because you guys have a player that's in Jalen Brunson. You have a player even Mikal Bridges. You know what I'm saying? You have a player in OG Anunoby who's not afraid of those moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they make plays. You know what I'm saying? Like Jalen Brunson, it is what it is. He's a clutch player of the year, and he gets buckets in that fourth quarter. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And they even shown they can win with that, not even him scoring. He didn't score in the fourth quarter in that overtime. He did not fucking score.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? So this is a tough one, man. The Knicks, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep it a close game, bro. Keep it a close game, and you can take the lead. In my opinion, I'm still taking Boston, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make sure the game's close.
Right. So for me, I mean, if it does end up being a close game, I would probably lean towards the Knicks because it just seems like when it's a close game, they shine bright in those moments. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I mean, the series is still not over because Boston plays. If you look, Boston plays better on the road. You know what I'm saying? But and you talked about OG Anunoby. Well, he's gonna have to do better than motherfucking 3 or 15 or some type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? For damn sure. You know what I mean? But what they need to do is this. They're gonna have to come ready to fight, bro. They're gonna have to come ready to throw hands. And what that and break that in basketball terms is physicality. He's gonna have to have some full court pressure defense. You're going to box out. You're going to make it tough. You're going to make it physical, dog. Find the mismatches. Find every mismatch. Jalen Brunson got to play better too. You know what I'm saying? You got to play better too, my nigga. You know what I mean? So, yeah, he does. So, hey, Al Horford, get out here. Try your best to get that mismatch. Porzingis, yeah, come on out here. Cornette, yeah, come on out here. And I mean, he's 6'2". He's not about to be. Look, he's got longer defenders on him. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Derek White, Andrew Holiday is up on him. You know what I'm saying? So obviously he's not going to be getting off like that. But he's going to have to. They're going to have a game plan where they are going to attack the when Peyton Pritchard is out there. You are supposed to attack that dude. You attack him with everything you got. You know what I'm saying? You get in fact in the penalty when you pump fake and they when you pump fake and they jump off the ground, you draw that foul. Get them in the penalty, get them free throws. Don't pump fake and they jump, you pass the ball off and try to do a give and go and get to the rim and miss. No, nigga, get in the penalty. They need all of the stops. They need everything to go their way to go out there and just straight up and down beat Boston. I mean, Boston did beat their ass 4 times in the season. They swept them throughout the season 4 times. Yeah. We know New York couldn't beat no top teams in the season. You feel what I'm saying? So they gonna have to come out and make this a motherfucking fight, bro. Like, take a page out of the Pacers book. Yeah, full court press. Tom Thibodeau. Listen, this game right here. Even if they don't win, Jordan. Even if the Knicks don't win, if you see the Knicks playing full court pressure, you see them boxing out, you see them fighting hard on the glass, drawing fouls, getting into the penalty, you know what I mean, going to the free throw line, bro, then that's a different type of approach. That's a different approach. They're not doing full court press without Tom Thibodeau telling them to do it. They're not making these changes without Thibodeau telling them to do it. So if he go out there and makes those changes, but you just still lose to the better team, that's cool because Boston is the better team. Much better. We're looking at Boston like right now, like, nigga, why y'all down 2-1? The fuck? To New York? They couldn't even beat nobody in the season. Hey, babe, when y'all have some 1-2 games, that's how everybody's looking at this series. So it seems like we had the question, has OKC awakened? Well, Boston has awakened from 3-point land. They awakened. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to have to limit that shit, they're going to have to make them play New York basketball, which is physical, full court press. Play the whole team down there. You got fouls to give up. Make it physical. When Boston, when you get up under Boston, you know what I'm saying, with Jason Tatum, his mind goes somewhere else. It goes somewhere else. You got to make it. He gonna be complaining all night long, and he gonna take him out the game. Karl Anthony Towns. Last game, I was disappointed in that nigga. I'm not a big Cat fan. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like how he plays. You know what I mean? But he has his moments to where he plays good. And remember, I texted you and gave him his props about. I said, Cat, what was that, game 1 or 2? I said, Cat, he's aggressive early. Second quarter, he's aggressive. He had 8 points in 90 seconds. This is the Cat we need to see. Remember, I text you that shit. But Cat, he does too much flopping, bro. Too much. He looked like a bitch out there, man. He look like he look like a man in heels. You know what I'm saying? In a fucking woman's dress when he do that fucking flopping shit like that. You too damn big. Go for the bucket. Go for the bucket, man. Go up strong. That shit is not working. It's not. There has to be. This is all for naught right here. If they tie this series up tonight, bro, now they're going to start profiting. I think profiting meaning they're going to go up 3-2. I feel like Boston is if they win tonight. And that's when they start profiting. When it's 2-1 right now, New York is profiting. It's like the streets, bro. You just made your first purchase, you spent $1,000 on it. You ain't even made $1,000 back yet. You ain't profiting no money. You know what I'm saying? Boston ain't profiting no money. It's 2-1. It's 2-1. So they ain't profiting no money right now. If you get it to 2-2 and they go home and stuff, now they made their money. Now they made their mony back. They made their money back. They made their $1,000 back. Now, if they win again, it's all profit, baby. New York is profiting right now, but they about to give it up. They about to get robbed, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody coming down the street with that thing, but to take all that shit. Don't let that shit happen. They're going to have to increase their profit until it's time to re-up again. I'm telling you, if they give Boston this game tonight, the series is over, if you ask me, because now the next 2 games is back at home in Boston.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Why the next 2 games be back on
5, 6, and 7?
What, 5 would be
in Boston,
6 would be in
MSG, and then back at Boston again if it was to go that far in game 7.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, you could put a stranglehold on the series and force Boston to have to go out there and play 3 perfect games in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Where it's not the regular season where you swept them 4 times. You beat their ass 4 times. This is not that. It's the playoffs, nigga. So shit. They got a chance tonight, bro, but they got to make it a physical. They got to be ready to throw hands. Throw hands, fight, wrestle, tackle, do everything. Like,
but you know, Tom Thibodeau team is usually a team that fights and all that, right? Like they do.
Jordan, listen to me. Full court press. Don't let them walk up and get into they. Don't make it easy. Don't make
full
it easy.
Court press the whole game, nigga.
No. You don't do that the whole game, Jordan. Come on, though. We're talking basketball. Ain't nobody about the full court press the whole damn game. You do it in spurts. You start the game off like that. Maybe you get the lead, then you stop, then you go to zone here, and you just do whatever you got to do. Have a great game plan, bro. Have a great game plan. You know what I'm saying? They have you can beat, like Boston, they got stars. They got Jason Tatum. They got Jaylen Brown. That's over $600 million right there in cap. But just between those 2 guys. You know what I'm saying? New York ain't got a Jaylen Brown, a Jason Tatum. You feel what I'm saying? But there's always, you can have a really good team, you know what I'm saying, that can go out there and beat these couple stars that with they role players or these few stars and the guys that they got. They can do that, but you got to have a good game plan. And you got to have defense, nigga. Like, if they don't do that tonight, unless you hoping they just going to miss all them threes again. So, I don't know, bro. They just got to make it gritty, bro. They got to make it New York basketball, keep the game close. That's what they got to do. If not, it's damn near over. It's damn near over. But
yeah, man.
I don't know what I wish Mel was get his thoughts on this shit too, but I know he's sleep, man. He's sleep. But anyway, man, moving on to the Golden State Warriors and the Minnesota Timberwolves series tonight. If Minnesota goes up 3-1 tonight over the Warriors, can Steph come back and help lead a comeback? You know what I'm saying? We all know it's 2-1. Steph is out. Won't be back till what? Possibly game 6 or maybe game 5. Who knows? You know what I mean? I think it depends on what happens tonight. If they lose tonight, he going to be back game 5 and try to gut it out. If they win tonight, probably won't be back till game 6. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Right? But do you think he'll be able to lead a comeback if they do go down 3-1 tonight? Talk to me.
I mean, you know, with the hammy, bro, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? You can try and come back, but bro, that injury, that ain't no joke, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can try and come back and then pop, that's gone.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know when. The best time I think would be game 6, and they are talking about he's going to do workouts and whatnot. So yeah, but you know, I mean, I've had a hamstring injury. I had a few of them in my career, so I know exactly how that go.
Mm-hmm.
Can Steph come back and help lead a comeback? 3-1 might be too hard, might be too tough. You know what I mean? Especially him coming back, and it's not like he's not going to be 100%. Like that's let's be clear.
No.
He's not going to be 100%. So I don't know if that's feasible. You know what I'm saying? I think 2-2. I think maybe a 3-2 situation would be more of a situation where they might be able to come back, but 3-1, that's a lot, bro.
Yeah,
that's a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? I think, yeah, I don't think it's possible. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't think it's possible. I'm gonna just keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this, bro. Steph is one of the greatest players of all time. That system is revolved around Stephen Curry. You see us in the half court. You see us how, especially, we're not getting these open looks like previously, brother. When you're going through pin downs, when you're going through guard actions, when you're doing all that stuff, and Steph is running around and causing all types of problem, you have to be aware of what Steph's doing. That opens up the offense for every single player on our team.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's like he is so important to the offense. You know what I'm saying? And even the defense too and people talking about, defensively we're you know, we'll be better, but it's not like Steph Curry knows where to be on the defensive side of the ball. Him, Jimmy, and you know when you're a smart player, you know where to be. I'm not saying his point of attack defending is great and all that, and it's not like, you know, Steph can stay in front of his guy and whatnot, but let's be very clear, he's not fucking Patrick Beverly.
He's not a cone. He's not. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he ain't fucking Patrick Beverly.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but he knows where to be. He knows rotations. He understands rotations, and that's all you really need to do, especially in a team defensive situation like we do, like how we play defense. So he's important in that sense too, but he's too important on the offensive side of the ball, bro. You've seen us in the fourth quarter, man. You've seen us in
Yeah,
the fourth quarter, especially
yeah,
last game. You
yep,
know what I'm saying? Like we need Steph Curry. Like we need him.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think I said it though. I said that I don't think we're going to be able to win without Steph Curry. You know what I mean? And if we're down 3-1, I don't think it's feasible for us to come back. You know, that's too much. If he was like healthy, yeah, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
And even still,
But
that's a lot still.
yeah, it's a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we was at the best situation. We coming back 3-1 against OKC, and that was
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I
You know
know
we
that
weren't
was a lot.
playing that time. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, and we had you know Bogut, Iguodala. We had a whole line. You know what I'm saying. But this is a totally different team that has not been in any type of situation like that. I'm not saying they were in that situation before, but different team. So yeah, I don't think it's feasible, man. I really don't. It's not like Minnesota's playing great basketball either. It's not like they're
No,
playing great. You know what I mean? So that's why I think, yeah, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not playing great basketball. It's a different type of series than it is against Houston. And it's a different type of series than it is against the Lakers.
yep.
You can see that. Like you can see if we had Steph that I think we'd probably win the series. I think it was a foregone conclusion. I think we'd win the series. But without Steph, it's too much of a uphill battle, bro. It's too much of an uphill battle, bro. I don't want to go into like crazy details because I can go more, but we have limited time. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's a tough task. I mean, hamstring, 37. You know what I'm saying? All the running around that he do. I mean, you don't want to go out there and be compromised. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna come out here, but listen, I ain't gonna be able to run around like I normally would. Well, damn. Well, nah, that's what gets this thing running. You know what I mean? That's the attention grabber right there. You know what I mean? Like, nah, we need you to run around, nigga. Like, you can't run. Nah, I can't. Well, I mean, and he gotta play defense, and he gotta rotate, and even though he know where to be, you still gotta run over there. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta start and stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, just putting a whole bunch of pressure on your hams. You know what I'm saying? On your lower body, period. And all of that's connected. Hams, calves, Achilles. You don't even want to start that trend because you're trying to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's nah. I don't even think he should come back. You ask me, you know what I mean? If it's game 7 or some shit, all right, come on. But then again, guess what? You're gonna fuck around and have OKC next round, probably. Them niggas ain't slowing down. You gotta do more running. You know, they ain't slowing down at all. They running out, they outrunning the team. I told you Isaiah Joe outran the whole Nuggets team. They was already back in transition past half court, and he passed them up. Shea be doing the same shit. Jalen Williams be doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Steph Curry should come back and listen. Maybe they will win this series, bro, but it's not like I don't think people are out there saying, "Hey, man, they going to the finals." You know what I'm saying? Even though they might have a chance, but still, bro, it's not like they got motherfuckers saying, "Oh yeah, they going to. This is the year for the Warriors." Oh yeah, it ain't like that. This ain't 2017, 18 type shit. So I don't think he should come back. He older. He ain't never had one of these injuries before either. You don't want to make it worse, and just be ready for next season, I guess, bro. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's that's a lot. That's a lot to ask from his old ass. You know what I mean? I mean, I ain't saying he an old man, but damn, 37 ain't no spring chicken, playboy. You feel what I'm saying? Like nigga been around 15, 16 years and all of that running, this nonsense. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's from the years of just running. Running like
This is his first hamstring injury, so
yeah, I know.
it'll happen to athletes. This is an injury that
Yeah,
happens to athletes.
yeah. That
It's
shit
not
hurt.
nothing serious. Not nothing crazy.
I tweaked mine before and I know what it feel like. And it wasn't even nowhere near like I could play the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, so but I had a little stay. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? After running force, I was like, whoa. You know what I mean? So when anytime somebody, and it hurt like if somebody was poking you or something. And I was like, oh shit. So when I see people, with hamstring injuries and shit like that, I'd be like, whoo, boy, just imagine if I had a real one. You know what I mean? So yeah,
I honestly think that if we had a healthy Steph, this is a year for us to win the championship.
okay.
I think people did say that. after we beat Houston and because we got Jimmy, like this is a situation where we could, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Like it's a possibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it was
Yeah.
like definitely as soon as we beat Houston, even when we got Jimmy, it was like, yeah, this is a situation where when we were going to the second round in Minnesota, I like there was people also saying this is a year we can actually win. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like Denver's out there crazy and you have a young, inexperienced OKC team. And
Mm-hmm.
if we were to play OKC, I would pick us. And then let me tell you something. Not afraid of Boston. Cleveland's out. I told you, Cleveland's the only team I didn't want to play. They're too damn big. Playing Boston, okay. Play the Knicks, okay. Play Indiana, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
I think,
definitely win a championship this year.
man, woo, but like this Boston with Drew Holiday and Derek White. You know what I'm saying? That's a
We got Jimmy Butler, man. Jimmy Butler he
I'm
was fucking up
listen,
Boston, bro.
listen, and I'm with you. I'm just saying Drew Holiday's he's the game changer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Drew
he
Holiday,
never does well against Steph, so it's not this situation where it's like, oh yeah, Drew
but it
Holiday
ain't
gonna let Steph
listen, but
just
it ain't just Steph Curry, bro. It ain't just Drew Holiday, bro. They got a team defense. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be a good series. You know what I mean? What, man? What?
there's some players that have defending Steph Curry is different from defending other players,
We
man.
all know that. I'm just saying it ain't no foregone conclusion that y'all was gonna win the title. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying it wasn't a possibility, but it wasn't like, oh yeah, they winning it this year. No, it wasn't none of that.
No.
That's all
No,
I'm
I'm with
saying.
you with that. Yeah, I'm with you.
That's all I was saying. I wasn't saying y'all
Yeah.
can't. No, that's all I was saying. I said, but who wins tonight though? Who you got tonight? T-Wolves or the Warriors in the Bay? They're gonna put one together tonight. They're gonna come out there with it, you know what I mean, get it done.
Listen, Big Mike. Let me tell you something.
Hold on, because one of the reasons I picked the motherfucking Warriors to win this series without Steph Curry, I know you said it's not possible. Or you don't think so. One of the reasons I did pick them was because of their motherfucking their style of play. Yeah, so I said y'all could do it, but who wins tonight?
The style of play is completely different without Steph, bro.
Who wins tonight? We all know that, Jordan, but I figured y'all could. I think y'all could. I thought y'all could still win.
We gave it our best shot last game, man. And if we don't have this type of, I don't think we're gonna win tonight, man.
But listen, here's the thing: the last time y'all played, listen, bro, listen. It was a close game all game, right? But listen, Jimmy Butler can't go. He went the last 8 minutes without a bucket. Jimmy don't be doing that shit. He don't be doing that shit. Draymond, as much as defense and all of that, bro.
Draymond was out, yeah.
I get you, but man, you listen. Even when you was out, he got 2 points. What the fuck, man? No, bro, that can't happen. And Jimmy cannot go 8 minutes without a bucket. If Jimmy still does Jimmy things, y'all win that game. It was just towards the end of the game, dog. I don't care what nobody said. Minnesota was scared. That's on him. That's on him. He need to expect more. Listen, you think Draymond Draymond be on bullshit? He gonna be on some real bullshit tonight. Watch. He gonna be trying to get under their. I'm telling you, he gonna be trying to get under their skin. He gonna be trying to draw just like he was doing. You know what I mean? Flopping everywhere, trying to change the game, trying to do everything he can to get the edge because he know that's what they need. You feel what I'm saying? Expect more of Draymond bullshit tonight. And if they start losing, you're going to fuck around and get ejected because he know 3-1. Nah, right there, there ain't happening. So, I mean, we're going to see, man. We're going to see.
Yeah,
who you got tonight? Who you got?
I got the Wolves. I got the Wolves probably in tonight, man. We gave it our best shot last game. And it's a good point because Draymond was out the game. He got fouled out the game. Jimmy Butler didn't score in the last 8 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. He had 33 at that point. But like that's what I'm saying. That's our issue, right? Like it's not like Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler can score. Don't get me wrong, but he's a smart player. You know, he's not like he's not like a player like fucking anyone. I was gonna say Kobe Bryant, or like one of these niggas that have
I know what you mean.
numerous amount of moves, and all that. Like he ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just a smart basketball player.
That's fine. Come on, set
gets
this.
to his little bit of spots and
Come on, set this screen so I can get to my spot. I don't need the handles. I don't need to have Kyrie moves, my nigga. Come on, set this screen so I can get to this spot, pull up, draw the foul. Yeah, that's what we need.
Yeah.
That's what you need from Jimmy. I get what you're saying, bro. I'm hearing you. I know where you're going with it. But if he ain't got all the moves, that's fine. I'm gonna hit this screen and I'm gonna do what I do from a mid range because I'm a midi magician. That's what I do from the mid. That's what I do. And I'm gonna get you jumping and I'm slowing the game down. We getting yeah. If he was to just do that and shit. I ain't saying every shot gonna fall. If he get the looks that he missed, all right, cool. At least we know Jimmy can ball. So if Jimmy coming down the stretch, you know what I mean, and he missing, but he getting the looks he want, you ain't just gonna let him go scot-free. But at least he trying. You know what I'm saying? He know what he got to do. So shit, but you cannot just 8 minutes with nothing.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem, man. So I listen. I got many, bro. I hope that it don't happen, but I got many tonight.
I got them boys in the Bay, man. Jimmy ain't gonna go 8 minutes without scoring again. The defense still gonna be there. The defense still gonna be there. Yeah, still gonna be there. Still gonna be there. And it might be better without Steph a little bit defensively. They might. That's fine. That's fine. Keep the game close. Keep it close. Keep it close. Ant-Man still young. This Julius Randle first time really, playing well
in the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's about to get tight now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's see what you do, Playboy. Let's see what you do. Let's see what you do.
Yeah,
let's see.
I don't know.
I got the Warriors tonight, man. You don't even believe me. Please, I got the Warriors tonight. Veteran leadership, not scared of the moment. Draymond out there. Jimmy didn't.
That's with Steph, bro.
No. Without him. Winning tonight. Without him. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, man, listen, man, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go ahead and watch that Boston and in the Knicks game. Make sure y'all catch the Minnesota Timberwolves lose to the Golden State Warriors tonight, and they tie the series 2-2 going back to Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? With Steph Curry, giving him more time to get some rest out there. He can come back and do what he do. You know what I mean? My man Jordan don't want to take his man, but it's his team, but it's cool. I got y'all. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? So, my guy, you good, baby? You good? Anything else you got to say?
I ain't got nothing to say.
All right, man. So, listen.
I'm just praying that we get this win, man.
All right, man. So, look, man, we're going to get up out of here, y'all. That's our show for the day, and we gone.